Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about when stuff happens. I'm not going to swear in my video. And this kind of stuff can be anything from something annoying, something inconvenient, something devastating, or something unexpected. Usually these things that pull the rug out from under us are all of the above to different degrees. And at these times, what we really just need to do is we need to breathe, which I'm going to do right now. And we need to go, okay, am I okay? I'm okay. Usually we're okay. It's usually just all what's in our head that's throwing us off. And I'll share the reason that I'm doing this video this week. It's because my little disruption, my stuff that's happening right now is I had a car accident last week and my car was totaled and I'm fine. The guy that bumped me, he was so nice. This CHP officer stayed with us all day. He was great. So in a situation like this, I try to look for what is going right, what makes me feel good. Because even though the situation kind of sucks and it's very inconvenient and on certain levels it's a bit devastating, I loved my car. I've had it for 11 years. It was paid off. I just felt very emotionally connected to my car, and I'm grateful that it protected me, and I'm very sad that it was totaled. I wasn't expecting that at all. But of course, being a practicer and teacher and coach of the law of attraction, I sat there and went, okay, why did I attract this? What was I thinking? What was I feeling? What vibes was I sending out? And honestly, I haven't been very grounded in the last few weeks. I've been really, really busy and really haven't taken the time to just collect myself. And I'm not saying it's my fault. I'm not saying, oh, I'm attracting bad things. I'm just trying to take responsibility for the energy that I was carrying around. But then I also hear the voice of my friend and teacher, Michael Loge, going, don't dwell on it. It's like when I sprained my ankle earlier this year, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out why I attracted this. And he said, focus on the good ankle. So in this situation, I'm focusing on the good because we can tend to overanalyze everything when you're practicing law of attraction and try and figure out, why did I attract that? And I got to change it. Just leave the past in the past and move forward from this moment and stay present in this moment. How am I feeling now? What am I focusing on now? What would make me feel good now? So I've been trying to do that. When something like that happens, you can't even really think straight. So I'm glad that I was able to acknowledge the positive things in the moment, because everything's a whirlwind, and this applies to any of those situations. You usually can't think straight, but you have to be thinking straight, and you're trying to be present and take care of things the way they need to be taken care of, but you're really somewhere out there. So I'm going to give you some of the same advice that I gave in the video that I did in early September right after Wayne Dyer passed away, which was called When Things Seem Different or Feel Different. It does feel different, and in this case, in this scenario, things are different. In that scenario, someone that I had met but I did not see on a regular basis other than online and reading the books, they were all of a sudden gone, but it still affected me. So this is something that's very present in my life that's affecting me and my energy. And so when that happens, the best thing to do is just find a way to ground yourself. And the easiest and most literal way to do that is go outside and stand barefoot on the dirt, on the grass. This is something I do every morning. Anyway, I take a walk around my backyard in bare feet, no matter what the weather. And what's interesting is, even if it's really cold outside, if I'm connected to the earth, the bottoms of my feet will get warm, because there is this electromagnetic energy and these negative ions from the earth energy that help balance you out. They balance out all those positive ions that are constantly bombarding us all day, every day, like computer and phones and TVs and all that kind of thing. So that is a great way to literally ground yourself. If you can't do that, just wherever you're sitting or standing, just stop for a moment And breathe down into your feet and feel your energy going into the ground. Even if you're on a high floor of a building, imagine that energy going all the way down all the floors, down all the concrete, down into the ground where the ground is way underneath that building. And just feel that energy and feel it like a thread running through you and go, okay, I am grounded. I am present. I'm okay. And it also helps to have people to talk to who are like-minded and understand the way you think and function. If you do practice the law of attraction, I'm guessing that you do if you're here, it helps when they can help you get back on track. And what's interesting is I hadn't talked to my friend Maura, who's also my coach, in almost a month. We both had crazy schedules, and with Thanksgiving and the holidays, we just said, oh, we just want to have calls for a few weeks. And I could tell the difference, and we just got back on track this week, and I talked to her yesterday, and boy, it helped. It just really grounded me. Having someone just to listen to you without offering any feedback or perpetuating an energy like, oh, that's terrible, because you don't need that. You just need someone to listen. You need to feel heard. You need to vent these emotions that are coming up, whatever they may be regarding the situation. And with me, I actually developed some fear and a little paranoia, very nervous, kind of anxious. My husband came to pick us up from the accident site. And poor guy, because the whole way home, we were kind of far away from home, like an hour away, and I was like, slow down, look out, you know, yelling at him because I'm so nervous and paranoid. And I have a nice rental car, but I just don't want to drive right now. And I know I need to get back on the horse, so to speak, which I am. And when I'm in the car, I'm just affirming that I'm safe. I'm doing what I always do in the car. I put that bubble of light around it. I affirm that my angels are with me, and I'm always surrounded by competent, careful, safe, kind, wonderful drivers. And that's always even in this case, the guy who bumped into me was great. He was great. It was just an accident. It was a fluke. So I'm doing that in the rental car now, but I'm just trying to drive as little as possible. And part of that is because I'm just tired. You know, when something like this happens, it not only drains you, you know, there's a possibility of it draining you or causing some other imbalance physically, which I'm fine, fortunately, but I've just felt like I'm so tired, and there's so much to do. It's the holidays right now. You can see my little Rudolph and my frosty, where's it? Oh, no, Christmas tree behind me. And I love the holidays, love it. But, you know, there was decorating to do. We had a big family dinner for my mom's birthday. There's baking to do as gifts for people and that kind of thing. So there's just a lot to do, and I'm just trying to find a moment here and there where I can just rest. So give yourself permission to rest and be okay with the fact that you're tired, because it's okay. It's natural. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to keep pushing through it. And there may be things that you need to get done, but when you have the opportunity to just stop and do that as often as possible. And I'm going to do it after I finish filming this video until I have to get my mom up, because I'm just trying to find those moments here and there where I can squeeze the rest in. So, and you know, I'll also share, and I just had this realization yesterday, that this situation kind of took away my joy and my peace for a few days. And I felt like I just started to get it back yesterday. I mean, I knew I was feeling off. I was trying to focus on positive thoughts and emotions, and yeah, I was looking at the process of getting a new car as, oh, I'm getting a car for Christmas. And you know, I was getting stressed out about what do I want? I mean, there's so many choices, and where am I going to go and get it? And I started to get stressed out about it, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to focus on the end result. I'm going to focus on what I want. I want a new car. I want a white. I have to have a white car. I'm not allowed to drive. They offered me a red car at the rental agency, and I'm like, my dad was a policeman, and we weren't allowed to have red cars. I'm not allowed to drive a red car. And they're like, Okay, whatever. But I got a white car, and just even the white rental car in the garage makes me happy. So I knew I wanted it to be white and comfortable and reliable and all that kind of thing. So as soon as I started focusing on the aspects of what I wanted in this new car, and I stopped worrying about how it was going to happen, there was a situation that came up that might put exactly what I want in my lap really easily. It's still kind of in limbo, but even that situation gave me an idea of what I want. And what I want is readily available. So it's going to be very easy no matter what. It'll just be nice when it's all done. But even so, even having those moments of focusing on the positive here and there and feeling good about it, there was just this kind of heavy feeling of dread and kind of sadness and heaviness, and also like I want to enjoy the holidays. It's Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year. I look forward to this all year long. I make my wreaths all year long, just staying in Christmas spirit. So when it's here, I'm like, yay, it's Christmas. So I felt like I wasn't able to be present and fully enjoy that. But I think part of it was having my call with Maura yesterday and being able to talk to her and getting her insights on things. I felt very inspired and uplifted, and I started to feel joyful again, and I started to get that peace, because that's something that we really want when something throws us off. We want peace of mind, because usually it's something that makes us feel like, oh, we're not safe in our world, and we always want to feel safe. And the underlying emotion for safety is peace of mind and knowing that all is well. It's interesting, the things that I felt were kind of absent from me for a few days, peace and joy, they're so prominent around Christmas, peace on earth and joy to the world, that kind of thing. So so it's finally coming back. And one thing I want to tell you too is that find ways to comfort yourself. And if it's not the healthiest thing, just know it's only temporary. Like right now, my thing is sugar. And because I'm doing a lot of baking, I'm making a lot of sugar cookies and pumpkin fudge. You can imagine. But in the moment, it makes me happy, and I'm trying to find that moderation so I don't make myself sick. And also, wine and eggnog with a little cheer added, that's helping too. So I'm kind of watching it and knowing, okay, I'm comforting myself right now, and this is just what I need in the moment to feel a little bit better. And I'm not totally off track, but I'll get more back on track after, I'm not even gonna say after the holidays, just as I'm feeling better. So allow yourself some comfort, and maybe it's talking to a friend, maybe it's getting a massage, maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's just being out in nature and feeling that connection to God and the trees and your spirit. So comfort yourself and be okay with it. And allow that peace and that joy back into your life. Just sit and be aware of it, and ask for sources of joy and peace, whatever brings that to you. Ask for it to come to you, and it will. And when it does, feel it and allow it in and enjoy it, and know that all is well. Because I think we have a tendency to be like, oh no, but I keep worrying about the thing, or the thing's not going to get taken care of. The thing will get taken care of, and it will be taken care of much more easily and efficiently if you are focused on peace and joy in ways that you never could imagine. So we have to trust. There's an element of affirming all is well, and knowing that on some level that maybe you can't feel or conceive of right now, it is. It's all good. All is well. And I hope that these videos provide you with that feeling to a certain degree every week, and that whatever I'm talking about might be right on point for you. And I know for the last few weeks I've been sharing some things that are really kind of personal and raw and vulnerable, like when I talked about in the vulnerability message. And I want to thank you for allowing me to share these things with you. And I feel safe here talking to you and exposing that part of myself to you in the hopes that it will help you. And those of you who've reached out to me and sent me messages telling me that it's helping you and that you appreciate it, and then in turn offering me support and comfort, thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And this is why I tell you all every week, thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. And even if you watch and I never hear from you, I know there are a lot of you that every once in a while will go, oh, I love your messages. I look forward to them every week. And so I want to thank you. And if I never ever hear from you, thank you anyway for watching. Because if you're still watching, we're connecting on some level. And that's what I want to do. I want to be here for you, help you, support you, inspire you, empower you, all those good things. But just know that you do the same for me. And I really, really appreciate it. It's nice to have a safe space to share things. And thank you for being, as Oprah says, my soft place to land, because sometimes that's what these videos are for me, and I hope that they help you in the process. And if you would like these videos delivered straight for your inbox every Friday, jump over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. I would love to have you there. There's a free gift waiting for you, and I share, certain little tidbits and insights in my emails to my list that I don't share anywhere else. So I would love to have you there. Thank you. And if you do enjoy these videos, remember to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And if you feel this would help somebody else, please forward it on to them. I would so appreciate it. And with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. And I wish you comfort and joy and peace, regardless of what's going on with you. If you've been thrown off balance somehow, I hope this helps you get back. And just know that if you are ever thrown back, you can come and watch this video and remind yourself of how to get back on track, and know that you are not alone, that you have support, and that all is well. Just know that all is well. And with that, I will see you next time.